All righty. So open house 101. All right. This is exciting for me because I have always been looking for tips and ways to maximize and streamline the home buying experience. And I see right here on the very front of this, there's a great big sign out front that says, "Hey, open house." And so I'm curious from the realtor's standpoint, first and foremost, what is the best way to recognize that there's an open house going on in the neighborhood? And I will let any of the realtors that are present answer that question.
Well, I'll jump in. So a lot of the big sign is a great way, and you'll see directional signs as you're getting close to the home where the open house is being hosted, maybe on the corner. And a lot of realtors, myself included, will put. We used to put balloons. They're not as environmentally friendly. We've come to realize, so pinwheels, something like that, an attention getter onto the sign. So you're the realtor hosting the open house is hopefully going to make sure you know exactly where it is through signage. And and then a lot of folks will have a plan of attack of the open houses they want to go see, like you, Angela, going to see 7 in one day. So a lot of folks will have a plan too, but yeah, the realtor should have ample signage to make sure you know right where you're going.
Cool. Aaron, what's your take on that? I'm curious. How do you advertise and let people know that you're having an open house for the day?
So how we advertise is a little bit different than most realtors. So we can get into that, but definitely having the directionals in place. If there's an HOA in the neighborhood, we've contacted the HOA. We've gotten permissions on how many signs, how many directionals we can use. In most homeowner association communities, they'll only allow a certain number or none at all. If there is no HOA, I'll have anywhere from 25 to 30 open house signs and directionals leading to the home, and then we will plaster the front yard. And as far as the neighborhood, there's been a lot of marketing that's done to the neighborhood. Every door in the neighborhood has got a personal invitation already. And then there's been a ton of online advertising, and our entire database knows about that open house when we do one. But in most cases, most neighborhoods, there's going to be some directionals and definitely something in the front yard showing that you have arrived at your destination.
Yay, I love that. Now, Regina, you specialize in the high-end luxury market. And so what is the difference between like just a regular neighborhood where you're going to have regular homes and a luxury event where maybe it's off the beaten path or something like that? How would you advertise?
Well, we go to the neighborhood Facebook groups and we post there because most people are very active on their neighborhood Facebook groups. We also get with the HOA and we call ourselves the party squad.
Oh, wow.
So, with the HOA's permission, we make fabulous welcome flyers. And with the HOA's permission, we party with them and we go literally knock on each door. Most people have a ring doorbell and we will verbally invite them
Oh,
and
wow.
have a flyer that we will leave usually under a little rock or something so it doesn't leave any damage. And we invite them to come to our party. So we host block parties because most neighborhoods don't allow solicitation.
Uh-huh.
So we personally just have a very different approach in the luxury market.
So it's kind of like by invite only then. Like you're not
Well,
letting anybody that's probably not semi-qualified to your party.
well, for those luxury buyers, because when you hand knock on those doors, you'll have an elderly couple answer the door in a huge two-story home. And clearly they probably need to downsize at some point. And so they might not come to that open house, but it gives us the opportunity to actually talk with them and let them know what's available in the neighborhood, other one stories if they want to stay there. So it gives us a lot better understanding what's going on in the neighborhood and they might want to sell and hadn't thought about it yet. So
Mhm. So does that give you some ammunition for, let's say that you are hosting the open house, it's a luxury estate, and then you've talked to several of the neighbors that are there, and then you are aware that there's a couple that might be thinking about selling, they haven't actually listed yet. You have somebody that comes to the showing and they say, well, this isn't quite what I'm looking for. And you say, well, if you like this neighborhood, I have an inside on another home that may be on the market in the next few days. Would you like me to keep you posted on that? Is that, am I on the right
Absolutely. And that's why we work together so well, is one will do the list side, one will do the buy side. And it's a very smooth transaction to make sure that they can stay in that neighborhood if they want.